Hi everybody, welcome back to the FM24 Draft to Glory save with Austin FC, and we are in a cup semi-final, believe it or not. Let's dive into the game and see how we're getting on. In the last episode we went on our Canadian road trip and we beat Toronto and beat Vancouver as well with a 92nd minute winner from Micah Burton. Ben Williams getting man of the match in that win. We carried on our good form as well into the next game against St. Louis. And we got the first goal of the game from a corner. Connor Dawson in the team taking the corners, swings it towards the near post, and Idaho was there. It was a good save actually. Idaho kept it alive. Wolf rifled it into the bottom corner as it was laid back to him. Him starting in central midfield is proving to be very, very good for us at the moment. We went 2-0 up in the second half as Dyak squared it and Gonzalez bent down, stooped low and headed it into an empty net. The goal was given. St. Louis made it interesting towards the end with a header at the back post, but we held on. 2-1 win. Next up, we took on top of the table Portland. They came to Austin and we showed them whose house they were in. Dyak got through. Lovely finish past the goalkeeper. 1-0 Austin. 30 minutes gone. We got off to a flying start. Just 1 minute later, Williams picked up a loose ball on the left-hand side, dug out a cross, and Dawson attacked it at the back post to put us 2-0 up against the team top of our conference and of the Supporters' Shield as well. But Portland are a very good team. Idaho with a very poor defensive header. James Rodriguez was there and fired it home. That's not actually James Rodriguez. That is Jonathan Rodriguez, who is a different Rodriguez playing for Portland this year. Dyak laid the ball through to Logan Mallet, who came off the bench, took it onto his left foot and fired it into the bottom corner. 3-1. But Portland again wanted to give us something a little nervous about in the 92nd minute as Cuadrado took the ball up, laid it off to Gustafsson. He swung in across and Douay at the back post made it 3-2, but that was full time. And after those games, we went on a little bit of a run where Charlotte beat us 2-0, Philadelphia beat us 5-2, and then we absolutely annihilated Houston 6-0. They got a man sent off after 8 minutes, and it just opened the floodgates for us. An unbelievable performance, very good. We then played Real Salt Lake City 3 times in 4 games. We played them in the Leagues Cup group and beat them 6-3. Beat Monterrey 8-1 in the Leagues Cup group. Then played Real Salt Lake City in the quarter-finals of the same cup and lost on penalties with Ethan Diallo missing our decisive penalty in that one. And then we beat them in the MLS 3-1 after they got a man sent off. We were 1-0 up already. 2-0 up, in fact, when they got a man sent off. And we sort of just played really well against them to beat them 6-3, played really well against them and lost on penalties, and then played really well against them and won 3-1. So we have sort of got their number, but annoyingly they got through in the cup. But in today's episode, we are taking on LAFC in the US Cup semi-finals, and the winner of this will go on to play New England in the cup semi-finals. And interestingly, in real life, just yesterday, Austin FC got through to the quarterfinals of this cup in real life. So they're having an atrocious season in real life, but they are doing well in the US Cup. As for us, with that form, our season has sort of turned around. We are second in our conference, in the Western Conference over here, only behind Portland, who have secured a playoff spot already, but 3 points ahead of San Jose, 3 points ahead of LA, but they do have 2 games in hand on us, so they could leapfrog us there as well. But if we look at the Supporters' Shield, you'll see Portland at top. New York City are sort of dropping off the pace a little bit now to push them. And then we are in third, but a couple of teams are below us. One of them being LAFC. Nashville from the other conference as well is up there, pushing us for our chance to finish in probably our best ever position. And I forgot, you can't look at the Supporters' Shield, can you? I don't think you can. Can you look at the Supporters' Shield? Yeah, you can. It's been a steady climb. It's been very nice, actually, where I've started thinking potentially next season we've got a slither of hope of getting into that top spot and winning this. Now, I can't remember how they figure out who qualifies for Europe. I say Europe, continental competition, right? So you have the Supporters' Shield, and then you have the Eastern Conference Final and the qualify for the MLS Cup. But I don't remember. The MLS Cup, 1 team qualifies for the CONCACAF Champions League second round. 5 teams qualify for the CONCACAF Champions League first round, depending on the winner and runner-up of the US Cup. Places are allocated by the winner of the MLS Cup, so whoever wins the overall game against the conference, the top team from the MLS Supporters' Shield, the team defeated in the MLS Cup, and the second team from the MLS Supporters' Shield, and the third team from the Supporters' Shield. So if you finish second or third, you also get into the CONCACAF. But obviously, yeah, you go into it's complicated. It's complicated, but it does say the winner of the US Cup also gets in to continental football. So in the final, the winner qualifies for the CONCACAF Champions League first round, unless it's an amateur team that wins it. Okay, so that's okay. We've got a couple of routes into CONCACAF Champions League here. Because remember, we've got to win the CONCACAF Champions League. And I said this series would end when we win the World Club Cup. But maybe it ends when we win the CONCACAF Champions League. So I think that's going to be hard enough. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. What do you think we say is the ending point of this save? This wasn't meant to be like a really long-term save. This was meant to be short to medium, a bit of fun, which I think it has been. I think it's been very good fun. And it's actually come up with a tactic which is really relatively good as well. Like the 4-3-2-1 Christmas tree armadillo formation is actually working a treat. And it turns out Daniel Pereira, who is probably leaving the club at the end of the season, is a really good right midfielder. Like, he's playing very, very well out there, but that's for a topic for another day. But yes, let's get into it. We know that the US Cup then can qualify us for the CONCACAF Champions League. And that's my question to you guys and girls and people watching today is, what do we actually call the end of this save? Do we go and win the CONCACAF Champions League and then that's enough of this? Because we're really getting to a point where we actually don't need lots of draft picks anymore. We've got a full first team, a full second team squad. We can just go and try and trade and get the best top 2 draft picks potentially and get the best players in the draft and then just keep the squad ticking over that way. Or do we try and win the Club World Cup Championship, which will obviously be a lot harder because it introduces European, Brazilian teams and things like that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. But let's get into this game then. We are going to keep Pereira on the right-hand side. I do like him out there, but I do need to bring Connor Dawson back onto the bench for Jimmy Campbell because Connor Dawson was injured, which is why he's lacking a bit of match fitness. But you can see we've got a lot of interest in our players, actually. New York and Dallas and people are all like, we're playing really well, so we could potentially trade in a few of these for draft picks. But at the moment, I don't fancy doing that. I do like how our team is stacking up at the moment. And I think that's our starting 11 for this game, in all honesty. Marriott, Sandoval, Idaho, Whitehead, Diallo, Pereira, Wolf, Odoriso, Williams, Dyack and Gonzalez up there as well. David Jones, who obviously was our first draft pick last season, has scored his first goal for the club. It was a lovely, lovely goal. I didn't include it in the highlights, which was an error on my part. We've overpicked, have we? So I want Burton on the bench. Burton's turning into a very good player. I'm actually going to put him up there rather than Cesar Nayaro because we've got Logan Mallet on the bench. So I think we'll go with that. But yeah, he scored a lovely banging goal from the edge of the box. And I didn't include it in the highlights because I'm an idiot. So let's get into this game against LAFC. I'm going to say we owe them. We owe them after what happened in our last game. And this is for a place in the final to take on the New England Revolution. Let's get into it. We are away from home. It is being played in Los Angeles. So I'm hoping that doesn't affect the team too much, in all honesty. And LA have a good team. They're a consistently good team in the MLS. They still have David Martinez, who is very, very good. And I'm very surprised he's not been taken by another club in this save. He's another one. I mentioned it a few episodes ago about the Inter Miami centre-back. He's another one. David Martinez, if you can pick him up on a free transfer for maybe top-end championship team or like lower to mid-table Premier League team, he will play very, very well for you. Owen Wolf has got injured. That's not good. Connor Dawson on for him. Pereira comes back into the middle. And it's not too bad. It gets Connor Dawson back on the pitch. But yeah, we're doing all right. We're not. They've had 5 shots. We haven't had any. So we're not doing all right. So we've had a shot. Okay, the first time we're playing with the bowling ball. How have I not updated this ball in the graphics again? I need to do it. Leave comments down below reminding me to update the ball in the US Cup. And while you're there, also remind me to do it for the Gibraltar Rock Cup as well, because I need to do it in that save. Because I'm just obviously very forgetful. But here is Dyack into Dawson. Just holds it up. Crossfield pass. Lovely to pick out Odoriso out there, who's just signed a new contract, by the way. Williams is in. Williams. Gonzalez is 100% offside. Is he? Is he onside? No way. He's 100% looked offside. He 100% looked offside. Odoriso picked up the ball to Diallo, into Williams. Williams there passes. I guess he's not. It is Segura that keeps him onside, and it's a lovely little finish. Lopez nearly kept it out, but 1-0 with, I think, our first shot on target of the game. 30 minutes gone, 1-0 Austin, 2 shots, 1 on target, 1-0 up. Love it. So into half-time we go, 1-0 lead. We've actually had 3 shots on target now, so we're arguably creating more chances or more better chances than LA themselves. We're going to say we're happy. It's not been our most perfect performance, but I am happy that we're winning. Dyak not really getting into the game. Let's bring on Mika Burton for Dyak, because Burton is very much enjoying that role in that position there, which is good. We just need to make sure that his runs forward actually go and support Gonzalez. Dyak's a bit more of a physical being, isn't he? Whereas Burton's a bit more pace. I mean, 65 minutes have gone. This game has been absolutely dreadful in terms of highlights. We've literally had one highlight, and it was our goal. Odoriso not having a great game. The thing would be to move Burton back and maybe move Pereira into attacking midfield, but I don't want to do that right now. Pereira's having a good game in the centre of midfield, ticking things over, which is fine. Fitness-wise, everyone's all right. I don't actually need to change anything, and while LA aren't really on top of the game, although we now have a highlight, it's got a lovely ball out to Sandoval from Marriott, though. Yeah, we're doing all right. And it goes to Burton. What is that for a pass from Sandoval? That was absolutely dreadful. He's a good player, Sandoval, as well. There's no need for him to really mess up that pass. Fouquier has it for LAFC. Can we get there? We can. Sandoval makes up for his original mistake and intercepts, and we've got a huge counter-attack on here. Burton, in it goes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez can slip that one through. He goes wide to Odoriso. Odoriso comes down the left, lays it back to Diallo. Can Diallo... Oh, my word. We had a chance there. We have wasted such a good opportunity there. Pereira sticks a foot out to try and intercept. Martinez, ball through. Ido doesn't have the pace. Mario Gomez misses. It's not Mario Gomez, it's Mario Gonzalez, but Mario Gomez definitely wouldn't have outpaced one of our centre-backs. He's about 50 in this universe. Ball forward, we win the header by Joe Whitehead. Williams is there, Diallo. Odoriso cuts infield, gives it back to Diallo. All the way back to Marriott. Marriott goes to Ido. Ido into Sandoval. Sandoval up to Dawson. Dawson can turn, run at the defence. Go on, son. Ball through, looking for Burton with the pace. Couldn't quite go there. Lopez is out quickly. 20 minutes to go, 1-0 up, and you feel like this is a highlight where, because we've had an attack and didn't score, whoever gets the ball next is probably going to score. We're on it at the moment. Burton, up it goes to Dawson. He's got runners. Gonzalez is in. He's hit the side netting. A good little effort. Remains 1-0. Corner ball. Odoriso swings this one in towards the back post. Ido's there. Great header down. And Ido gets his 4th goal of the season. 2-0. Are we on our way to the US Cup final? Is that place in the CONCACAF Champions League edging ever closer? Because I don't think New England are very good. They've obviously been playing very well in this competition, but I don't think they're very good. So if we can hold on to this, 9 shots, 5 on target. LA haven't had a shot on target since the first half. Their fans would be absolutely fuming with this performance. Right, let's, with 5 minutes to go, we're just going to make sure we get some fresh legs on, because we've got a few tired legs in the middle. So David Jones on for Pereira. Odoriso can come off for Mallet, and then we'll just put Burton over there and leave Mallet in behind the striker. That's not too much of an issue. And then one sub less, we'll do Sandoval off for Sorchak, and just see this through to the end of the game. And hopefully we will be in a US Cup final, and hopefully we'll keep this form up, because we're in good form, we're playing very well. What I have done in tactically is just drop our defensive line back ever so slightly, and it seems to be helping us with the team we've got. Very proud of that performance. Great win in the US Cup semi-final away from home. Okay, here we go. Injury worry for Patino. Oh, he picked up a big injury, did he? That's a shame for Charlie Patino, but what did he do? Pulled up while sprinting. Damaged cruciate ligaments. Oh, yeah, that's not good at all. But we do win in the Cup semi-final, which is absolutely awesome. Owen Wolff is out for 4 to 5 weeks. We are going to play the New England Revolution, 24th of September. It's probably what we'll come back for. Yeah, the New England Revolution are... What are they doing? They're 6th in the Eastern Conference at the moment. So they are in the playoff spots, 39 points. I mean, we've got 46 points. Like, if we compared that in the Supporters' Shield, we are 3rd. New England are 11th. You've got to say we're going into that final as favourites. I'm not going to put Wolf on the injury list. Ido comes away with a goal, which is absolutely awesome. And again, apologies for the mess up of the pictures. It's related to the Folkestone Invicta save. Yeah, because Ido is, like, I think Nigerian. Yeah, he's Nigerian, and let's be honest, that picture don't look much Nigerian, does it? But Arjen Robben is delighted with our win, and when is the final? When is the final? The US Cup final is before the end of the season, so that is the next game we will be back for, and I'm excited for that. Our first cup final of the save, a chance to qualify for the CONCACAF Champions League as well. I can't wait to see you then. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.